Hey friends, I'm back with a quick video to talk about one of my passions, pet peeves, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Uh, but it's about servers with the True Box rule set. I think it's no surprise that I like boxing. I like multi-boxing a lot. I like playing 2 to 3 accounts at a time because I have a limited time that I can dedicate to Everquest, and I don't want to spend that time, that maybe 1 or 2 hours I can get per day, looking for a group, because it's always been a problem. I've never been able to find a group in a timely manner. It usually takes sometimes up to an hour to find a group. So I don't care for the true box rule. And some of you may argue, well, if we don't have the rule, then people are going to multi-box, and when you multi-box on a new progression server, nobody wants to team up. It's like, well, shouldn't that be their choice instead of being forced to team up? And people are multi-boxing anyway, guys. They're using third-party softwares that are circumventing the whole true box, whatever it is they have in place that doesn't let you have multiple accounts, uh, and that, 'cause people are doing it anyway. It's like prohibition. Remember prohibition, when the United States didn't let you have alcohol, right? Um, no drinking, no drinking, but people were drinking anyway. They had a ton of organized crime sprouted from the whole no drinking rule. Mobs ran speakeasies and people were still getting their booze. Well, this is a similar thing where people that want to multi-box are still multi-boxing, although maybe not me, because I'm a huge square and a nerd, and I usually try to obey the damn rules. So here I am on the Mischief server playing one single guy, and I'm just over here in unrest, just trying to gather up some of these mushrooms for a shaman that I'm working on, so they can work on alchemy, right? And maybe make some potions for my mage here that might need to down a healing potion now and then, especially if they have to play alone. Because I'm not a fan of third-party software. Some of it, a lot of it, you have to pay for. You have to pay a subscription for it or whatever. We're already paying an expensive enough subscription to Everquest itself, guys. If we have a premium account, and someone like me likes to multi-box on servers where it's allowed, I'll pay for multiple accounts sometimes. So, because you want that good mercenary, don't you? You want that mercenary with the ungodly regen, so you don't die. And sometimes you still die when you try to fight a named and fear out the dream. That stupid frog lock. Anyway, so I think I would like it if they just did away with the true box rule, or the no multi box rule, or whatever they want to call it, because people are still doing it anyway, and they're not penalizing the people that do it. So you're just basically punishing the people who want to obey the rules, and you're keeping those players away from the progression servers. Because people are still doing it. They're still, massively doing it. And they're, a lot of them are platformers from, whatever countries that have a lot of platforming. I don't like to say country names or whatever, because I could be wrong, and I don't want to come off this way or that way, because I'm not a bigot, guys. But I do not like the whole true box rule set. I think it's dumb. The one thing I do like about Mischief, and why I made characters on here back when it first went live, was that it was random loot. And who doesn't love random loot? It just sounds like, a good time. You go and you camp one named, and you get their drop usually, but you can also get another drop from some other named of equal level. And I just think that that's kind of cool. Not to mention, this is very similar to Verona Vi with some of the rules, where things that are normally no drop are not no drop. So let's say there's the Fabled event, that's going to be coming up here in March, I believe, where you get some Fabled J-Boots or something like that. And then once you hit level 51, you get your AAs, and you're running AA, and you don't really need your J-Boots anymore because you can outrun most things. You could pass it down to your other character, your newbie, or sell it in the bazaar, or just give it up to a friend if they really need it, So things like that I really like. I really like that you could trade more things. The economy just seems to be better when that happens. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about, true boxing? Do you think it's a lame rule? I think it's a lame rule. I won't mince words or try to hide behind anything. I'm right up front with that. I don't like true boxing rules, and I wish they would do away with them, because I would play on some of these servers more if I could multi-box. And why is it? Why do I not prefer grouping? Well, I used to like grouping, fine. I used to group up all the time. But as the expansions, more and more expansions come, the stretch or the distance between levels is greater and greater. Now on Mischief you could be up to level 70, I believe. So there are going to be fewer and fewer people my level, especially because I haven't been here in forever, and I was about level 38. There's not going to be a whole lot of other level 38s to group up with. So and there's even the whole /LFG tool, but there aren't a whole lot of people on right now to group with, and maybe I don't want to run across multiple zones all the way to Dual Axe Harbor or whatever. I might want to play at some other zone. So that's my beef, or whatever you want to call it. That's my issue with true boxing is you can't find groups when you want groups, and people are still multi-boxing anyway by using third-party software, be it VPN or some other thing where it's letting people without a VPN just multi-box, and by, I guess, masking their IPs or something. And those people are usually, the platformers. So they're profiting off of it. Not to mention, another thing that I saw on this server was in POK a casino, which I thought was illegal. And, there's clearly a player character with the name Casino in his name, and he's standing up there by the main bank, which is usually where the casino guys would stand. And you know how those work. They apparently took bets from players, and they would, do, I guess, a random number roll or whatever, and, the person that got the number would win, and they would give money, but they would take a cut probably because it was all about profits. And, yeah, pretty sure that was illegal. And they did away with it for a while back when it was Sony Online Entertainment. They would ban stuff like that and ban accounts that did that. But I guess it's okay now. I guess that Daybreak allows this now. I don't understand. So you can have a fucking casino guy, but you can't multi-box. Which is the bigger crime? You know, you're also allowing, you know, gold farming and people creating businesses on power leveling or buying and selling, what are those stupid things? The chrono, which I always thought was like a stupid idea, for real money or plat or whatever. I don't know. So I think there's a lot worse going on in Everquest than just multi-boxing. So, you know, feel free to share your comments and views down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Also, please remember, I do have a Patreon now. To anybody who is a patron, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna start writing names down and maybe do some shout outs. If you would like a shout out, let me know. If you don't want a shout out, also let me know. Maybe one of those folks that just wants to hide in the corner and watch the world burn. I'm right there with you. I like hiding in the corner too, but I also just enjoy doing this, so I'm moving it up. But yes, check out the Patreon. Please like, subscribe, share, and remember I also got the Discord and the Twitter. And have a great day, and have a wonderful tomorrow.